Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Voices of VJ. In today's episode, we will be talking about the playing hard culture here in VJ. I am Mizuki, and the subjects that I take are mathematics, economics, literature and English, and theatre studies and drama. And with me are Ali and Sasmitha. So, would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Ali. I take physics, chemistry, mathematics, and economics, and I'm from Victorians.
Hi, I'm Sasmitha. I take biology, chemistry, mathematics, econs, and my CCAs are Indian Cultural Society and Photosoc.
Thank you guys for the introduction. So, without further ado, let's start with our very first question, which is, how do you guys have fun during your free time here in VJ?
The good thing about VJ is that you make really good friends who you can talk to very easily. I remember that there was a point of time where I used to spend my breaks studying or catching up with lectures. And it made my life very boring and repetitive. But my friends somehow managed to convince me to leave the class and head to the treehouse to unwind, relax, and chill. Ever since then, I've always utilized my breaks to hang out with my friends and to have fun and relax. That's the good thing about VJ. You don't necessarily have to always be doing something or playing some games to have fun. You can just be talking to your friends or enjoying the scenery, and you can have a great time as well.
That sounds really nice. And yeah, I think even personally for me as well, I agree with you guys that it's really all that, the little things that you do with the people around you, especially your classmates or let's say your CCA mates, they really, help you relax and have fun, throughout your hectic journey here in VJ. So with that, here's the second question of what are the different fun events that you have done in VJ?
My favorite event in VJ was the JCO orientation, which was basically an event to mark the start of the journey for our fresh J1s entering VJ. So for me, out of the 5 days of orientation, it was filled with games, cheers, bonding activities, and mass dances, and the whole week was really happening and fun-filled. But apart from that, what struck me the most was the final night of orientation, which was the JC orientation finale night. And since it's a pretty major event, the whole school was decorated with fairy lights, pictures, balloons, video montages, and it created a really exciting and vibey atmosphere for all of us. So as part of our activities for the day, we had this night walk where we got to have a trail around school, and we walked around the different spots in school such as the school field and many other decorated places. And then we went back to class and we had this really crazy song party where our class blasted One Direction and Taylor Swift songs, and we were all just vibing to the music and swaying along. And it was a really, really fun experience because there was so much energy and everybody was so hyped. So I think that experience in particular really made my VJ journey count because it was the perfect way to start my life in VJ. And it really was a fun experience where it was such a meaningful experience where I felt proud to be Victorian, and it sparked so much Victorian spirit in me.
For me, it would have to be the Victorian Affair. The Victorian Affair, otherwise known as VA, is an event to mark the last day of school for J1 students. And for me, it can be split into 2 main parts. The first part being the community affair, and second being bonding with your class. So this year, for the community affair, to raise awareness for the deaf community, we actually learned sign language and recorded ourselves saying a motivational phrase in sign language. For me, it was already a very good bonding experience because I learned these sign language with my classmates and friends, and it was really interesting to see how they taught themselves the different sign language in different ways. And to top it all off, on the last day of school, we had this bonding affair which could be split into 4 main parts, mainly being class activities, photo taking, dinner, as well as a virtual concert. Playing the games with my classmates and just taking beautiful photos and enjoying the virtual concert was really very memorable. But the best part for me had to be the concert because my classmates were swaying their glow sticks around and vibing along to the music and singing it as well. So I felt that VA was my most memorable experience thus far.
Yeah, thank you guys for sharing. And yeah, I do agree that, like what you said, even with all the COVID restrictions and all the different things that we couldn't do in JC, I think that our spirit, has not died. And we are in fact, super enthusiastic. And when it comes to events, we're always ready to sort of let loose and really have fun. And like what you said, even my class also had the glow stick sort of swaying during the concert, as it was such a fun experience for all of us. So with that, since we're talking about memorable experiences, right? What are some of the memories that you have that are so vivid that you still remember them till today?
One event that I vividly remember in VJ was the Feeling Fair, which was an event after our project work presentation and after our exams. So it was once all the stressful period was done, and Feeling Fair was a day where we got to appreciate different arts such as batik painting, Chinese painting, clay art, and also wire cutting. So we all got to choose between these different activities and do them as a class. We got kits and workshops to do it ourselves, and we all bonded over Zoom to do. Personally, my class did batik painting, and we all met over Zoom to do the painting and make a really beautiful masterpiece together as a class. And then we took pictures with our beautiful paintings, and I think it was uploaded onto the school Instagram. So that was a really fun experience where we got to appreciate this traditional art just to relieve stress and mark the end of the hectic school year.
That's true. Actually, I really enjoyed filming that as well. So, like, what my class did was that we did air dry clay, and we're making like little pigs, sort of like hamburgers, and also some little mushrooms. And even after filling fab, we were still so excited about the air dry clay that on Victorian affair we actually came to school, put our little amounts of clay together so that we can, make little penguins, little snakes, and just give it out to the people around us. And yeah, I think it was really good experience for class bonding as everyone was, just on the floor, making little shapes and stuff. So yeah, thank you for your sharing. Yeah, and I guess with that, would you guys have any last words you guys would like to say?
I just want to say that JC will be hard because we all have this A-level exam at the end of the 2 years, and we all be working together towards this examination. But I believe that the environment in VJ really provides you with the opportunities to always relieve your stress and always have fun in this journey. Because as they always say, it's about the journey and not the destination. So even though we have A-levels at the end of the 2 years, I feel like in VJ we really make this journey count by filling it with lots of experiences and meaningful memories that really help us to grow as Victorians in this journey. And I think that in JC, it's really, really important to strike that work-life balance so that you don't burn out closer to your exams. And it's always important to have a supportive environment around you to make sure that you're always staying sane and staying on track.
Yep, and remember, as always, the play hard and the work hard.
Thank you guys, and with that, we have come to the end of the third episode of Voices of VJ. We hope that you guys have learned more about the playing hard culture here and are able to make a more informed decision on which JC you guys would like to go. So, we hope that we have shown you how we are vividly Victoria.